and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Portland Trail Blazers. It's been hard to come by a W lately for this Trailblazers group. They'd love to get back on a winning track. 7 losses in their last 8 games. That is not going to get it done, and they know it. One of the bigger stories this offseason, where would LaMarcus Aldridge wind up? Ultimately, he chose to leave Portland. How much does this set the Trailblazers back, Shaq?
Pretty far, Ernie. It's going to be impossible to replace the consistency and the numbers that Aldridge provided. But now, Damian Lillard's team going for it, so he has to keep everybody involved, and he has to be a little bit more consistent, especially when shooting a long-range shot.
Yeah, they're more perimeter-oriented now. But they still have a fantastic group of perimeter players.
That does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time.
Sounds go off when I enter the building.
Headlights zipping through the bustling streets of downtown Portland. The Trailblazers play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Portland, Oregon. Looking at the first half of the season, it's been one they've been very proud of. They have a lot of confidence so far.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way, but they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, and they've been putting on a clinic. I mean, as fun to watch as any other team in the league. And with the calls and bounces that have gone their way, you really get the sense that this is their time.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Hayward. Gobert is out there with Silk. And there's Doc. And it's the monster in at the point. Now, here's Lillard. And he goes in for the dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
That one goes. Count it. So it's Portland now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you can call it the 3 Ds, disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
Here is Doc after Ed Davis's screen. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Gobert, the screen. 6 to shoot. Hayward, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Aminu with it. Now defended by Hayward. 3-pointer, Lillard. No good. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the pass to Silk. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
And here comes Hayward, leading the fast break. Henderson against Gobert. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. There's a screen by Gortat. Davis kicks to Lillard. Off target at the rim.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Silk. The 11-footer, and he gets it to go.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
There's a screen by Gortat. Outside, Davis. Passes to Aminu. It's intercepted. Here's the Monster. 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
Yeah, but you can't talk about his performance without mentioning what he did defensively in terms of shot blocking. He was a force of nature.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Aminu with it. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Henderson passes to Gortat. And Lillard kicks to Davis. 4 on the clock. And that one's good.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my old triple.
Here's the Monster. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Hayward passes to the Monster. Gobert with a screen. Here's Silk. They get it again. Out left to the wing. The wing jumper off target.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Dishes it to Lillard. Feeds it to Gortat. Shot from 12. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Here's the Monster. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Lamonce's got his second bucket. Now Lillard. 29 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Outside, Davis. Back to Lillard. With the shot. Second shot opportunity. Gortat misses.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Hayward outside, beyond the arc. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Portland's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Henderson, tipped, out of bounds. Trailblazers balls. Portland keeps possession. Gobert against Gortat. And here's Aminu. Had a tough time getting going against the Thunder. He was a non-factor in that game.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in steals, 6th in assists, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And as you said, I mean, he'll take your lunch from you. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming at you.
Now here's Hayward. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Silk. And they will call over the back on the play.
He looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Lillard outside. Now the feed to Aminu. To the left wing. Lillard dishes to Aminu. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
It's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
And Utah making a change here. George is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Utah trails by 3. The Monster passes to Doc. Here's Silk. The pass to Doc. Here's Hayward. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk, or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
That's good from Davis on the assist by Lillard. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Myers Leonard comes in for Gortat, and it's Noah Vonleh in for Davis. Here's the monster. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. No good. And it's Portland the other way. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
Not turning the ball over is important for any team, obviously. But he said it takes on extra meaning when going up against a team with so many small ball hawks. He will seize any opportunity to come up with a steal and turn it into easy points on the other end of the floor. Gentlemen?
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today has certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possession.
Now here's Lillard. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. That's tipped. Will it go? And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
And so here's Portland after the basket by Utah. And that's an air ball. Not even close.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight.
Silk passes to the monster. Hayward outside. Pass to the monster. Utah needs to get off the shot here. Here's Doc. And the foul called on Thunder. That's his first foul.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball. And that's something that wasn't on display.
There's the screen. Now here's Henderson. 26 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Boy, was he physical, in that game. Just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is, you get a solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin, right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined. That's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
Utah calls timeout.
And going back to Henderson, he has the raw tools and intelligence to be a good scorer, but limited range and ball handling skills have put a cap on his development. Plus, he kind of lacks a go-to scorer's mentality.
Now here's Stockton. Here's Wiles. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Lyles got his first basket. Trailblazers leading by 8.
And, of course, Gerald Henderson Jr.'s dad was a solid NBA player in his own right. Never made an all-star team, but was a 3-time NBA champion. And ultimately, that's what counts.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Vonleh setting the pick for McCollum. Here's to Vonleh. It's hauled in by George.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciates it.
Here's Ingles. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Passes it to Lyles. Wide open. It's rebounded by Leonard.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Deflects the pass. 1:29 left here in the first quarter. Here is Doc. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. The 15-footer. Good. George has got his first bucket of the night.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's Leonard. 11-point game his last outing. Here's McCollum. Rebound by Stockton.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Ingles kicks to Stockton. Here's Ingles, freshly defending. Here's Lyles, but he stays with it. Stockton from outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Henderson on the wing. Now here's McCollum. He's covered by Stockton. Here's Vonleh, and he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Stockton outside. Shoots from the corner. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And so the first quarter is in the books. Portland out in front, leading by 6. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Utah trails by 6. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Davis is out there with Gortat, and it's Aminu in at the 3 slot. The Blazers on offense. They've led by as much as 10. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip, and the basket by Lillard.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Here's the monster. Kicks it to Gobert. And there's the pass to the monster. They set the pick. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Gortat. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
That is good. Gortat's got his second bucket tonight.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Lyles. All sorts of time. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Gortat's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum kicks to Aminu. Gortat with the screen for Aminu. To the middle. And half the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his side. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. He dishes it to McCollum. There's a screen by Gortat. 5 on the clock. There it is, Hayward. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Good on the second free throw.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving. And Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry. And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year, he's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise. And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in this game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
They get a hand on it. Now here's McCollum. Defended by Hayward. Top the key, Aminu. Davis dishes to Gortat. Rebound, Utah.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
Now here's Hayward. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the monster. There's Lyles. He kicks to Gobert. A shot by Hayward, wide open, and the 3 ball is good. Hayward's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the 3-point line? Come on. Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Clark Lyles, one of the many great players to come out of Kentucky and be eligible for this draft. He didn't wow as much as his teammates. I'm telling you what, he can play.
He's got a lot of game. He's actually one of my sleepers, Kevin, because he can do everything well. He can handle it. He goes both ways. He can shoot it. He defends. Really good IQ. I like this guy as being a surprise producer as an NBA player.
Utah trails by 9. Here's the monster. He's got 10. The dish now to Gobert. Hayward passes to the monster. 9 feet out, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. The Monsters got 12 in the game. Trailblazers leading by 7. And the foul on the Monster. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
Here's Davis. McCollum with the screen for Davis. Gobert with the defensive effort. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract. Clark last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting a trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
Hayward hits them both.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentage. But really impressive, his shooting percentages were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
Doc, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And he can't make the second free throw either. Listen both.
Hey, guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. He's taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and is still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Here's Silk. 7 points in the game. Passes it to the Monster. Clock at 4, and he gets it to go. The Monster's got 14 points.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Here's Lillard. Bounces high off the rim and drops. While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
Here's the Monster, following the score by Damian Lillard. Here's the Monster. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got his 5th rebound in this one. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum dishes to Gortat. Feeds to McCollum. Can't get it to go. So Utah will take it the other way. Pass to Wiles. To the left side wing. Here's Silk. Covered by Lillard. Silk. Banked in off the glass. Silk's got 9.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
3-pointer Lillard. And another 3 for Portland.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
There's the pass to Silk. Here is Doc. He's covered by Aminu. Here's the Monster. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Talk about a terrific game for the Monster. He's got 14 points and also a block shot.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Gortat. Vonleh comes in for Davis. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Pressey subbed in for McCullough. George is checked in for Utah. Joe Ingles comes in for Lions.
Yeah, such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. It's beautiful to watch.
And the basket by Lillard.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's the Monster. 16 points for him. They set the pick. Pass to Silk. He feeds it to George. Pulls from the top of the key. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from the Monster.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Henderson gets to Leonard. Lillard outside. Here's Vonleh.
And for Noah Vonleh, last season came in as a heralded freshman out of Indiana. Some people thought he might crack the top 5 in the draft, but after some shaky late workouts, he fell all the way to 9.
Stockton's checked in for the Monster. And he's good on the second. Utah trails by 5. Stockton with it. Dishes it to Ingles. Back to Stockton. Off the screen, and he sinks the layup. Stockton's got his first bucket in this one.
Still trailing, but their offense is off life support here in the second quarter. It's got a pulse.
Good point, Clark. They're starting to make some shots, looking to try and get back in this one.
Stockton against Pressey. Henderson kicks to Lillard. Offensive rebound. Here's Vonleh. Kicks it out to Lillard. Portland no good that time either. A tight game here in Portland. Stockton. Six to shoot. Passes it to Silk. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. There's a screen. Leonard, no luck.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Utah shooting at a decent 44% clip here. The pass to Silk. Fires for 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Silk's got the lead up to 2 now for Utah.
I really like the fire, the intensity that they're playing with now. They got off to a tough start there in the first quarter. They didn't shoot it particularly well. But they've played through it. They've been able to stick with it. And that, to me, that shows their resilience.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing 2 guards in basketball. And you look at Henderson, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love it.
And that list of players just goes to show that great passing doesn't just come from the point. The way those guys distribute the ball from the 2 spot is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, and it may often be overlooked, that skill at the shooting guard position, but if you think back on the all-time greats at that spot on the floor, they were all fantastic passers. Almost all were fantastic passers.
Now here's Stockton. The second effort. And he sinks the layup. And it's a 4-point Utah lead.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Utah leading by 4. There's a minute 47 left here in the second. The feed to Ingles. Passed it down. Shoots it up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. It's Henderson on the wing. Portland no good that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Stockton against Henderson. And Stockton, here we go. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Silk. 16 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
And he makes the first.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Utah. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:07 left to play in the first half. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That will get in his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Utah.
Boy, guys, their play in the low post has been excellent right off the bat.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important. And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
The Monsters checked in for Gordon Hayward. Good on both.
This is exactly what he needs to be doing. Get himself to the line, cause some foul problems for the other team, and hopefully get some and-one opportunities as well.
Here's the Monster. 18 points for him. Left side, George. Here's Ingles. Offline with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 4. Henderson kicks to Pressey. Off target at the rim.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's the Monster, covered by Lillard. Stockton passes to Silk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Passes to the Monster. For Utah, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. The first free throw is good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
No good on the second free throw. Portland trailing here. Here's Pressey. Here's Lillard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Utah out in front. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Damian, a great first half for you. Plenty of intensity out there. For someone as friendly and charismatic off the court as you are, what gives you the ability to bring such intensity and competitiveness to your game the moment you step between the lines each night?
I think it's just the Oakland in me, really. I'm sure a lot of people know about the past, the Oakland point guards with Gary Payton, Brian Shaw, and Jason Kidd. And once you get on the court, it's time to compete. Off the court, I was raised to be a good person, high-character person, but on the court, in between those lines, everything is out the window. It's time to win.
Damian, thank you. Guys, anytime the glove comes up in conversation, we're happy about it.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. It's been a tight matchup so far at Moda Center. And Kenny, let's get your input on the Jazz.
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there. It often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
The big positive, I think, their points in the paint. They were determined to work the ball inside of Ernie. It worked. It's always worked. I got 4 rings. I know it works for a fact. That's why they call me Dr. O'Neal, because I'm a master at being dominant on the inside. Anyway, you got to keep that going, because that will continue to open things up for them on the perimeter.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And in terms of points in that first half, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
So it's Utah now. 3-point lead. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Doc is out there with the monster. Then it's Silk. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles at the 3. There's the pass to Silk. Shot clock at 6. That one goes. Count. Silk's got the first field goal of the second half for Utah.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second one.
Here's Lillard on a piece of it. Here's the monster. Kicks to Gobert to the right side. Here's Ingles. And Davis pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 5.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. There's a good screen. Here's the monster. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Greg, getting back to Ed Davis, his abilities go beyond physical attributes. Strong intangibles. Roy Williams always used to talk about him like this high basketball IQ.
Yeah, he's second-generation NBA player. His father, Terry, played a long time. He's humble, he's hungry, and motivated. So a lot of key characteristics, I think, in the success of most players he displays here early in his career.
And the foul on the monster. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Utah making a change here. Isles checked in. Portland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Lillard outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Utah. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Gortat. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Ingles dishes to Gobert. Here is Doc. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. 5 on the clock. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And Utah leads by 2.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Now, here's Aminu. 5 points in the game. Lillard outside. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
That was a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Now, here's Hayward. He's got 5. And, you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft, but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
And on the topic of Hayward hiring an agent, it was reported that the questionnaire was just the beginning, and that prospective agents also went through quite a drilling. In addition to that, you talk about a thorough process.
McCollum's checked in for Damian Lillard.
You know, back to Hayward, obviously his first NBA contract was subject to the rookie wage scale, but his second contract, 4-year max deal. So whatever the Haywards have done as far as agent vetting, it's paid off.
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Ingles. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's the pick. Pass to Silk. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. And Utah leads by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Gortat misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way, no doubt. They've been winning on the back.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's McCollum. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Shooting for Portland, C.J. McCollum. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And to McCollum. Nails both of them. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Ingles. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. He dishes it to Gobert. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Oh, excellent sweat the interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Now here's Henderson. It's a one-point game. Here's Gortat. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Gortat's got 11.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Utah calls timeout. Last time they met was in Utah.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run.
George is checked in for Utah. The monster comes in for Joe Ingles.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clyde, but that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down. And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this guy.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or promise.
Here's Henderson. After the basket by Utah. He kicks to Gortat. Here's McCollum. Can't get it to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Utah trailing here. Here's the monster. He's got 21. Hayward from outside. Gortat with the rebound.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And it's Amino in the corner. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. Second is Gordon Hayward.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He told Gortat that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Right here, Kevin, over these last 10 games on the Trailblazers schedule, this is how they stack up compared to the rest of the league. 7th in second chance point, 19th in rebound. As far as steals numbers go, not very strong. Just the top 20 in the league.
And looking again at those second chance points, they might not be the best in that area, but it is still, I think, to their advantage in terms of the outcome of some games.
And Portland making a change here. Leonard's checked in. The monster passes to George. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Now it's a 4-point Utah lead.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Now here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. The dish to Amino. Feeds it to Vonleh. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Utah leading by 4. It's deflected. That's to Hayward. To the left wing. Here's the monster. Pressy defending. And Gobert kicks to Hayward. Pulls up on the wing. Now the pass to Doc. Here's the monster. 21 points in the game. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Aminu misses.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Utah.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And the technical free throw is good. A different look for Utah. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gobert, and Stockton subbed in for Gordon Hayward. On defense, the Trailblazers, 7-point differential. Pass to the monster. Right at the free throw line. Outside for Stockton. Here's Wiles. He is a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The monster passes to George, and the layup's good off the glass. George has got 6 in the quarter.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
It's going to be 2 free throws, true contact on the shot.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for the monster. He's around 30 points per clip, 9 assists, and just over 2 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Silks checked in for Stockton. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Here is Doc. Passes it to the monster. 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Here's Wiles. And Utah again with the bucket. Trailblazers trail by 11. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Leonard with the ball. At the elbow, it's Lillard looking to end the drought. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 26 points for Damian Lillard.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Pass to Wiles. Right wing. Here is Doc. Clock at 6. Silk passes to the Monster. And the rejection by Leonard. Trailblazers trail by 9.
And Myers Leonard at 7'1", an interesting combination of size, athleticism, and shooting touch. Really likes to play on the perimeter.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. The Monster passes to Lyles. He feeds it to George. Off the screen. And he can't bank that one in. Lillard attacking. Here's Vonleh. Rebound, Utah. Silk's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backcourt has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Now, here's George. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Aminu's got his third bucket of the night. Utah leading by 5. Here's the Monster. 24 points for him. Shot to end this full run. Banked in off the glass. The Monster's got 26.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Utah leads by 7. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Trailblazers trail by 7. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Davis. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Gortat in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Offensive rebound. Davis. It's deflected. Here's the Monster. This is to Hayward. And the pass to the Monster. Shoots. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Aminu's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Lillard up top. The feed now to Henderson. Back to Lillard. Kicks it to Aminu. There's the pick. Just 4 to shoot. It's Gortat top of the key. Portland no good that time either.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
There's the dish to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Silk. Aminu grabs the miss.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on it and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Utah leading by 7. Hayward outside. Launches a 3. That's good. Hayward's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Utah.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Out to the wing. Davis sets a screen. Henderson against Hayward. Henderson dishes to Gortat. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backup. You hate to see a player DQ'd, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete, but he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Now here's Gortat. Gobert with the block.
You got to give him a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He was not at all satisfied with their effort levels, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Thank you very much. And Portland has possession, trailing by 13. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Utah leading by 11. Doc the pass to the Monster. Pass to Silk. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
Now here's Henderson. Lillard with a screen for Henderson. Lillard attacking. The shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far. He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Gortat with the screen for McCollum. Lillard from outside. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's the Monster. Passes it to Doc. From downtown, that's good. And Utah leads by 16.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Lillard attacking. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Lillard's got 28 points for the game.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Gobert, the screen. Silk passes to Gobert. Here's the Monster. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. So the whistle blows on the shot from 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Take a look at what Henderson's been doing. 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And that one falls for Henderson. Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for McCullough. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Utah leading by 12. Here's the monster. Here's George. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. And it falls over the rim and in. Here's the monster. He dishes it to Gobert. He kicks it to George. On the top of the key. That doesn't go either for George.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Feeds to Lillard. Pass to Gortat. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Marcin Gortat. At the line for 2.
That free throw good for Marcin Gortat. Both free throws good from Gortat.
So far in the game for Gortat, 11 rebounds, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Here's the monster. The pass to Silk. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
Welcome, fans, to the FIBA qualifying round.
Just 2 to shoot. That's good. That's now 32 points for the monster.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Lillard dishes to Henderson. And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And Utah making a change here. Isles checked in. Knocks it loose. And now Utah, fast break. Here's the monster. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And the foul on the monster. That's his 5th foul.
Well, one more, and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
On defense, Utah. At one point, they led by 16. Gortat, the pass to Lillard. Inside, here's Davis, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered us, some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Offensive rebound. Here's the monster, covered by Lillard. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
He feeds it to Henderson. To the inside. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Now, here's Aminu. Guarded closely. That's tipped. Utah leading by 10. Here's the monster. pass to Silk. Fires from deep. But they recover it. Here's Lyles. He's guarded by Davis. It's up a three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Towards out with the screen for Henderson. Nobody near Lillard. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half. Utah's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's the Monster. Silk passes to Lyles. Just finds a shoot. And to the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Clock is at 3. Here's the Monster. Oh, yes, the turnaround. The Monster's got 36.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that
lead. Davis sets a screen. Here's Henderson. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Utah leading by 10. Here's the Monster. Passes it to Silk. The shot from the top of the key. He buries it. Silk's got 4 points now in the quarter. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now a timeout called by Portland. We've seen the Monster really having a great game.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Gobert, he's checked in for Utah.
Rudy Gobert.
So it's Portland now. A 12-point game. To the wing right side. Pulls it up. Portland no good that time either. Utah shooting about 47% here in the fourth. The Monster passes to Lyles. That's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. Now Lillard. Dishes to Henderson. Down low. It's tipped. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And that one falls for Henderson. And so he's able to get one of two.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's the Monster. Gobert, the screen. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Aminu. Lillard outside. Shoots from the elbow. Yep, right through the net. Lillard's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. Here's the Monster. The jump hook. Gobert can't hit.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
But they're still in this one, fellas. Can they pump it up a notch here in the clutch?
Utah leading by 9. Here's the Monster. 1:04 left here in the fourth quarter. Gobert with a screen on Henderson to the inside. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Okay, now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Utah.
2 times this season, turnovers have cost them, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer, as hard as it is.
To look back at this and see the huge game it was for the Monster. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And it's Utah's ball. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. As the NBA's leading scorer, he delivered another outstanding performance among many this season. Quite fun to watch this guy work on any night.
Something lit a fire under him tonight. He was getting after it. Every chance he got, he went to the bucket, and I mean hard. You gotta love to see a player with that kind of killer instinct. I wonder how many dunks he wound up with tonight. I lost track after like 20.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.